Our vegetable gardens are really starting to take off, so let's go take a peek. We're going to look at the kitchen garden, our high tunnel, and our part of our market garden. So we're going to start at the kitchen garden. So this is our kitchen garden, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going over this because I'm going to make another video. I've got a series going on, and I'll put that in the playlist at the end of this video. You can go see, but I've still not weeded this at all, and it's really starting to bloom out, bust out, and I haven't fertilized yet. I got to fertilize again probably in the next day or two, but squash, peppers, our green beans, our tomatoes. Look at our tomatoes, they're doing great. Our zucchini's doing pretty good. Our peas are doing good. I think we even got, look at this little pepper right here. Got a bunch of tomatoes over here, and little tomatoes coming in. Look at that, beautiful. So we need to stake these and fertilize, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. Like I said, I've got a series going on. This is our fence we're going to put around to keep the rabbits out. We just we got a bunch of sections that I haven't brought them out here. We just brought it out here, matter of fact, just a day or two ago to see how that works out. So you can see how this is busting. It's all starting to come in really good. I've still not pulled one weed out of this garden, not one weed. And it's really happy. If you remember, well, we'll talk about that in the next video. So, but we're going to move on to the high tunnel where the tomatoes and the peppers are. Let me know in the comments how your garden's doing and what part of the country you live in. So I'd like to know how stuff's coming in or not coming in yet, or even if you've even planted anything yet, depending on where you live. So leave a comment and let us know. Okay, I'm in the high tunnel number 1, or north high tunnel as we alternately call it. We can't decide on the name. But we're growing our tomatoes in here, and we're in the process of staking these and pruning the lower branches. But so far everything looks great for the most part. We went to a different staking system this year, and I think this is our third different one. Well, one year we didn't try nothing, no stakes, and it was a disaster. The next year we put these wires across the ceiling and dropped down strings to try that. We tried that for a couple years and we didn't like it. Last year we tried the Florida weave, and we used it. As a matter of fact, we used these posts, and I think I went too far apart, but we still didn't like that. So this year we're going every tomato that's getting its own stake. And you can see we got most of them staked. We still got some over here we got to do. We're working on it in the evening as it cools down. And then we're pruning them too. So that's the system we're using, and we'll see how it goes. And I bought these on sale for $1.49 maybe, or they're regular about $3. But they're plastic and they got galvanized knives, so I figured that it would last for several years. And so we're going to try it and see. Now my mistake I made is on the Grand Marshal variety, and let's move over to the next row. So this row right here, I don't know if you remember, you've been following the channel, I put 2 rows of Grand Marshalls, or a row and a half, and a half a row of Camaros. This is Camaro, this is a Camaro right here. This is a Camaro, you can see, look at this. Wow, I didn't see this tomato yesterday. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see it on camera. But we'll move around and get it in a second and get a better picture. So I did a row and a half of Grand Marshal. I thought it would be a pretty good tomato for us, and turned out not to be. I lost a bunch because I forgot to water, so that's partly my fault. But you can see down through there I'm missing quite a few, especially in the middle. And I've replanted them twice, sometimes even 3. And they still don't take. A few of them has took. I mean, I got that one, here's one, here's one, here's one. Here's one. I've got a couple down there that we haven't staked yet, and they look really good when they come up, but getting them going has not been easy. So I probably won't go back to that variety. The next row is of course Celebrity, and the next row is Carolina Gold. This is Camaro, and up to about right here is Camaro, and the rest of this row is Marglobe, and I grow them last year, and they did really good in the high tunnel. Now they're I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're an heirloom, but they did really good. This is all Romans, and they're doing good. And the next row is half a row Cherokee Purple, and the rest is Mortgage Lifters. And they've been doing good too. So we're doing really good on this, and so far. And we ran out of steaks. I had to stop and buy some. So we're gonna finish that up. We'll get back on this evening. You know, we work a little bit in the evening and try not to get overwhelmed. So let's go to the next high tunnel real quick, and we won't spend a whole lot of time on it. So this is our south tunnel, or number 2, and we're growing peppers here this year, and we've only had these in for a couple of days, so they're just now starting to take off. And we had to delay a little bit on these because, like I said, we growed everything ourselves, and they weren't quite ready, and they're in pretty good shape now. So we got these 2 rows here are bell pepper, green bells. And then we got a row of yellow and purple, row of jalapenos, and the rest of them are purple bells. And I've got some orange bells somewhere. I don't remember. They might not have been grown out yet. And these 2 rows over here are pretty much our hot peppers. We got a couple of sport peppers, cow horns, red hots, chamatos, some kind of Italian pepper, starts with an A. Cow horns, did I already say that? So there's one more, but it's escaping me. But anyway, that's all hot, and when they start coming in, we'll kind of go over a little closer. All right, let's go over to the South Market Garden, and we'll take a look and see how it's going. Hey, if you like our content and you want to learn more about gardening or see how our garden turns out, hit that subscribe button, and you get notifications every time we post a video. So if you remember when we laid this, we're going this way instead of this way, and kind of made a mistake when I did that, because I don't know if it shows up on camera, but there's kind of like it kind of swells right there in the middle, and when we get heavy rains, it floods down through there, and it has washed a lot of the seeds out in the middle, especially from here on back down that way. And I'll point that out as we get down into the rows. But I think next year I'm going to go back this way, and I'll explain that in another video. I'm going to do maybe a half row, then a space, then start another half row. That way we don't have to sit here, because it's like 250 feet long, and just me and my farmhand here, we do all the picking, and it gets a little long. So anyway, enough of that. First 2 rows of okra, they're doing fantastic. Almost every hoe's coming up. It's got really good germination, and we might hit that with a little bit of fertilizer, I don't know. Okra usually don't need a whole lot, so they're doing really good. Next row is squash, and it's doing really good. Like I said, right here's where it really starts to kind of get washed out. There's about 3 hoes that didn't come up, and but the rest of it's doing really good. We'll definitely hit this with some fertilizer. Next row is zucchini, and it's one of my problem rows where it got washed out quite a bit. That far end where it goes up on the hill, on the little rise, not the hill, but a little rise out through there, it did really good. We've lost quite a bit right through there in the middle, so I'm going to have to replant it, and we'll probably replant it this week, which is not that big of a deal. We just lose some seed. It'll kind of stagger the planting anyway. Then we'll plant this out some more too. So, you know, it is what it is. Next row is beans, and they did really good. Now they came up, they must have been germinating before the big rain came, so, or at least this row. I think this is Bronco, a whole row, and you don't have to do much to beans, no fertilizer or anything. I might hit a little bit of the tomato fertilizer on it. Now the next row is the Roma beans, and they have done awful. I'm going to have to pretty much replant this whole row. So, ain't much to say. I don't know, maybe I got some bad seed, or a lot of them got washed out, or I don't know, they're not good for our area. We'll find out. We'll replant it. If it don't do no good, we'll put something else in there. And then our cherry tomatoes, they're doing great. Matter of fact, we got a bunch of little tomatoes right here. I think these are honeybees. Look at that. It's a yellow. Now wait a second, these first 4 are chocolate. And then we got a bunch of honeybees. And then out the end we got a couple red. And I've got about, probably 20 more in the greenhouse that needs to be planted today. So they'll finish this row out. This will be all cherry tomatoes. They look good. This is chocolate. I forgot about that. I can tell by looking at them. That's how I know. So we tried to direct seed some dill, and it didn't take. I got a bunch of weeds coming through, so I've got some more dill seeds, and I'm going to start them in the greenhouse, and then I'm going to transplant here. Now on out through there is the eggplant. It looks really good. We're really happy with it. So, and the next row is our field peppers, and we just put these in last night, and I can tell you they need some water. But this is several varieties of everything we had left over we couldn't put in the greenhouse we're going to put here. We didn't finish the row out. We still got several more to put. But it's jalapenos, pretty much just hot peppers. All our hot peppers, some cow horns out there, some of those Italian peppers that start with an A, those Japanese peppers. So this is what this is. And our next row is picklers. And it's kind of like the zucchini. Half the row didn't do good, so it's getting replanted, or we're going to replant that. And the next row's another row of picklers, and they didn't do good either. About half the row we lost for whatever reason. It really floods right through here. It really stands here because there's a really big hump right there, and you can see it's still wet there. I mean, I can't remember how many days ago it rained, but I think it's kind of screwed that up. So we'll replant both these half rows of picklers. And the next row is regular cucumbers. So it did pretty good except for right there in the middle where it flooded. And then we got 6 more rows to go that we haven't planted. Of course we'll do 2 more rows of beans, probably some more cucumbers, some more squash, and probably, I don't know if we'll get all our peppers in that one row or not. Maybe half a row of peppers, and I've got a few tomatoes I got left over that didn't go in the high tunnel. We'll have to do some replacements in there, but so we might have to put some field tomatoes out here. I don't know exactly yet. So that's pretty much it on this side of the market garden. And of course I haven't even talked about the corn and the cantaloupe and watermelons and potatoes and all that other stuff, and blueberries and apples and blackberries and all that. We'll get that in a different video, because if I went the whole thing we'd be here for 2 hours, so it's already long enough. But this is our south garden, and we'll come back when it gets some more. Hopefully by the end of this week everything will be planted. Today's Tuesday, you'll see this on Wednesday, so hopefully by the end of the weekend everything will be done. And all we'll have to do is water and fertilize, and maybe do a little weeding. So hope you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate every like we get. We need them. We need comments and subscribers. So hope you like the content. I appreciate all the subscribers. We do a Monday night live stream every Monday night. Monday night live, I didn't misspoke. We do a live stream every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. So come over and check us out. And if you have any questions, we try to answer them live, in real time. Support your local farmer. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you down here in the farm in the next video. Hey, let me know in the comments how your garden's doing, and what country, let me know in the comments how your garden is. Okay. So this is, so right there. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Is that right? Is that jalapenos over there?